Hey guys, good morning, good day, good frequency, good moment of now. It's Ria here, and I'm just hopping on to do some 11:11 readings um, at 11. So I'm just giving it a minute. I popped on a minute early to see if anyone wants to pop on. And if no one does pop on, I'm going to do a collective. But I've been receiving a lot of beautiful messages from Spirit lately. And a beautiful heart card that came forth for the collective this morning on my Ria on the Run is what you are looking for will find you. There isn't any trying involved. There isn't any pushing or trying. There's only allowing. So what you are looking for will find you as we release preconceived ideas and just loosen up and surrender into our heart space. We're always shown and we're always guided internally and externally the steps to take on our path of our soul's fulfillment. Hey, Kimmy Seagull, thank you for sharing. You're so sweet. So yeah, I'm doing some 11:11 readings. Just thought I'd hop on, had some beautiful messages this morning from Spirit, and just see what comes through. Appreciate you sharing out. I'll just give it a minute. It's 11 now. I actually did send a little announcement today just saying, hey, I'm hopping on at 11 for anyone who hops on. But even if it's just us, I'm going to do a collective. And what I was just sharing a second ago is Spirit really, really bringing forth the message of what you are looking for will find you through our allowance, not our resistance. And sometimes the very thing we're looking for is right underneath our nose. It is right before us. We're just resisting because we have preconceived of ideas of how things should evolve, how things should unfold, how things should transpire. Hi, Isa. Thank you. Oh, Reunion Island? That is so weird. I mean, that's beautiful. I've never heard of Reunion Island, but I keep getting these messages about reunion. And I think probably it's just reunion, a complete aligned reunion with our higher self. And yesterday's message was about us all aligning to our own pocket of love. So that is the same as what we are looking for will find us as we surrender to our pocket of love, our niche, our joy. And I use the example of my Mother Earth heart cards this morning, how I had this preconceived idea what channeling should be and this and that, and what I wanted or how I thought my spiritual path should unfold. I had these preconceived ideas based on other people's beliefs and expectations and experiences. And when I even saw all of these cards when I'd go running, running was my joy. I was in my flow. I considered it my portal to higher self. And then all of a sudden I started finding all of these hearts as I would go running. And at first I was a little annoyed, and I'm like, you're slowing down my run, because I almost felt obligated to take pictures of them because they were so profound and so many of them. And then I finally surrendered and said, oh, this is beautiful. And I did take pictures, but I initially was resisting. And even Spirit said in my mind, why don't you match your heart images, my heart images, to your messages that you're also receiving? And I said, that's stupid. That's boring. So I was dismissing the simplicity, the availability, the abundance before me due to my own thought forms. So on our soul's journey, we are also shown what we need to release as well, or transmute, or alchemize, or let go of, or integrate. And so it's all a very beautiful journey. But we all have individualized frequency imprints. That is our pocket of love. What is before you now? What comes naturally? What comes to you as your flow? But a lot of times we will stop it comparing ourselves, thinking it's not good enough or important enough or intricate enough or wise enough to share. Because I'm no artist, but yeah, I feel called to do heart stuff. But I am an artist. Hey, Brenda, good morning. Yes, I watched the replay. Oh, hey, Kimmy. Thank you. And life really is simple. It's simplistic, and it's our minds that want to make it harder or more complex sometimes due to, just the past and intellectual people from the past. But, that was all meant to be too. And somebody who's on a very intellectual path, that is their path. And what I realized also, but I already knew, but was reaffirming after Kimmy, after that live, after I went for my run and did my little gym and run, Spirit was saying, um, we are always given what we do allow in the moment. So life is always showing us, but also guiding us what we do need in the moment. So what we needed, say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, to continue our expansion and connection to our own divine frequency, to allow it, what we needed then to prompt it isn't necessarily what we need now. So it's baby steps also. As we transmute some sort of fear or belief, then boom, we expand to another timeline. Boom. And the timelines aren't straight. They're boom, boom, boom. Concentric? Is that what they're saying? Concentric? I don't know. Is that circles? Boom, boom. And so we get fuller. But even in the simplistic ideas and things that we already know, boom, we get a more expanded, deeper view of that understanding, like my live this morning, or at least for me. All right. So if you guys don't mind sharing out, I appreciate it if you did, because I don't have a computer to share out and the phone doesn't allow me to. And I thought I would do 1111 readings, and we're going to do I think the readings actually should be an extension of those messages. Like, what are we like? This one is really standing out to me right now as a collective reading. And even my readings, I don't have to like shuffle forever. I'll glance down and intuitively know that top card or that bottom card is the message. Spirit has already got it orchestrated and organized behind the scenes for us. And as we align to our soul's purpose and come into a clearer connection to it, which just means dissipating and transmuting the beliefs that were blocking us, we become more fuller into it. And this is showing right here, what are we allowing? What are we being called to allow as we bloom into ourself? So this card, even right here, is an extension of the message. What are we birthing? What are we being called to allow? What is our soul purpose wanting to bring forth from us? So even this little flower shows the birthing of a see, we already have all of that in us, but it's about allowing and letting go or transmuting the energy, stopping us from birthing all that we are. So what is wanting to come forth from us now to do with our soul purpose, mission, contract, whatever you want to say? But along that journey, we're also transmuting those energies that are preventing us from totally blooming in it. And the key components is what Spirit is saying right now is operating from that heart of the child, at no time zone, that uninhibited freedom that isn't conditioned yet, that just is totally immersed in the now and its aliveness from the heart space. A child in general will just live in the moment and be guided in the moment without the constructs of limitations. So as we combine that child part of us with also that tiger part of us, this tiger looks tame, but in general, its wild side will come out when it needs to. It's trusting its instincts, but it also has the courage and the strength to do that. And the courage and the strength isn't calling us to have to fight for what we already are. The courage and strength come in allowing the opening of our real self to be presented. That's where the strength and courage comes. Letting go and transmuting the energies that we thought we believed in that are no longer serving us for that child, for that unique part, that uniqueness that we are, that unique God ray fractal of God source energy can come through and express. That's where the strength and courage are, which requires that vulnerability, daring to shine, daring to show your face for what it really is. All right. So that in itself is really beautiful. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do, if you guys shared out, I'll pull a really quick message for you to interpret, just to kind of get the live out there. I know you did, Kimmy, so I will do something for you first. And what I thought we would do is just take a breath into our heart space that portal, that sun that we are within our own heart. We'll just breathe into our own energy, centered, uncontaminated, receiving and giving and allowing the highest frequency of us to come forth. So as we step into our own energy in the expression unfiltered of it on this timeline, we're not called to fight. We're called to surrender and allow. Surrender and allow it to come forth. And what we need work with or guidance with, or what is showing us where our stumbling blocks are, always will show up into our awareness of now. It is about utilizing the abundance, the energy before us. What can we utilize now? How can we serve ourselves now? How can you give to yourself in this moment of now and totally savor it? If it's taking a drink of water, bring your attention awareness to that drink of water and even put your own frequency and infuse it in it. When I drink water, sometimes I imagine that it's light, sparking and igniting all of my cells. So when I take a drink of water, I'm imagining it as the very giver of life, and it's sparking everything within me. It is light coursing through me and sparking all of me. That is a way that we can utilize abundance that is in our very moment of now to ignite us, to infuse us, to feed us, to illuminate us by bringing appreciation to that moment of now and even infusing it with your own perception. How simple is that? So we'll take a nice deep breath in, hold it, and exhale. And I love, like, my passion really is sharing what does come to me when I connect. I love to share it because it's exciting to me. And as I share it and channel it and move that energy, it just creates space for more to come through. Same with all of you guys. Whatever you are going through or being prompted or prompted to share, gently guided in whatever way, shape, or form, whether it be publicly or privately, it allows your energy to move to ignite more and more information. As you share what has been ignited within you, you are simultaneously igniting and allowing more ignition, if that makes sense. It's like when you think of, oh, Spirit is showing me the image of a whole bunch of dynamite and you ignite one of them, but then that one all of a sudden ignites the whole bunch, or firecrackers even. And all of a sudden that one match that you ignite, that one firecracker or dynamite ignites and it makes this huge explosive of all of them. So in that one little ignition, we are actually igniting and activating, decoding and allowing all of those other parts of lights within us to come forth, to illuminate, to be presented into our awareness. All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here, the few that are on here. And you know what? I'm going to just do some sherry outers. I'm going to pull some quickies for some sherry outers. And then if anyone now or later wants a personal, I'm accepting donations of 1111, but of course that is never pigeonholed. Do whatever you want. I always trust. So Kimmy is first. She was on first. She always shares out. So let's see what, and they had me just draw the Mystical Wisdom card for you, Kimmy. And I'm feeling that this one here hugely pertains to you as well, Kimmy. You know, just allowing the opposing components within you to spark you, to unite in order to transform your energy, to present something new that is individual to you. So the sacral chakra also coming forth really, really strong in all of us. But let's see what Kimmy's individual is. Shoo. Kimmy, what wants to be brought forth for Kimmy right here and now? And obviously Kimmy is holding space and she's reflecting an energy within ourselves as well to be utilized, recognized, activating our own self, our own energy, whether through contrast or just through taking it. Everything is used in discernment. So how it is presented to Kimmy, you might get something from it, but it might mean something totally different. So trust your own discernment. But thank you, Kimmy, for holding space. And this is Kimmy in a nutshell, no doubt about it. Gratitude. She teaches and preaches gratitude. And not only that, obviously, she walks her talk. She walks her talk fully. I'm feeling a huge heart opening right now, Kimmy, in my front heart, but I'm feeling it right between my shoulder blades. And what Kimmy has done, and they're bringing affirmation to you, Kimmy, that the gratitude that you have showed for anything in your past, anything that you've held on to, any past experiences, they're saying you have healed that through gratitude. And they are showing and bringing forth great recognition of that. Your spirit team, your higher self is recognizing and letting you know. And even if you don't see the immediate reflection of that gratitude, how important it is and how important a part it has played in your transformation, being thankful and showing gratitude for all in the past, but in the present. Be grateful for all you have. And I know you already do that, Kimmy. So let's just look into this card a little bit more. Oh my God. Lots of childhood healing. They're showing me in this image, and not in my mind, but on the card, this little naked kid, this naked little boy. Like, when we have children and we let them go naked on the beach, even a public beach, on the ocean when they're little, let them run around instead of wearing that diaper and getting it all wet and weighted down. They're showing me some naked children here making a sand castle, but that sand castle is gold. All of that sand is gold. So it's showing me how you have transmuted your past and you've actually healed that little child within, which has allowed you to be extremely vulnerable, transparent, and open in the now. That is actually the gift that it is activated. Your past has activated your gift of the now. It has shown you abilities that you would not have experienced unless it has unraveled in that exact way. It has helped you to access your treasure chest, the gold within. I didn't bring my glasses. Oh, and here it is. There's your ball. There's your sun within. You're holding it, and you're holding it. You're honoring yourself. You know that you are the temple of God. And what you know and what you believe is what truly what you create in your world. And all of those other experiences that you have transmuted have brought you to that point, that recognition, that awareness of you, simultaneously transmuting all of the dark areas into light. You're abundant. So beautiful, Kimmy. And what it's showing is all these streams of light and connections emanating from you. It's connecting you to the timelines where that abundance exists, where you're getting support for those other timelines. You've opened up a lot of streams of energy to traverse, to go back and forth, and to be amplified in your present life, in your everyday life. You've amplified and activated so much abundance to be brought to you and manifested in this timeline through your gratitude. So I'm thinking that you too, that's part of your teaching. Spirit is saying to continue that gratitude and to generate and activate all of that abundance codes. And obviously it comes in all forms, they're saying. Very beautiful, Kimmy. Hey, Leanne, thank you for joining. I am doing 11/11 readings today. And if you share out, I'm going to do a quickie for sharer outers. Yeah, it's beautiful. I think it's just confirmation and affirmation for you, Kimmy. They're showing me you as a child, what you have done as the adult, Kimmy. Anything that little girl held on, little girl Kimmy, you wiped the mud off her face, they're saying. Through your gratitude, you've wiped the dirt off little Kimmy. However that resonates to you. You're clear. All right, so if anybody else has shared out and want a quickie, let me know. And if anybody else out there has made a donation, let me know. And I'll give you a quickie for sharing out, and I will give you a little more thorough of one, a little more comprehensive one reading for whatever spirit comes wants to bring forth, or whatever you have a question of, or I'm feeling it's an extension of this morning's messages about, oh, actually, the title was, Is Anything Possible? Anything is possible in the scheme of things, but just because anything is possible doesn't mean it's part of your soul's fulfillment and purpose. And a lot of times, Spirit is saying, um, even if we got what we think we want from the intellect, unless it matches and is aligned to our soul, it won't bring true fulfillment. Because so many times, too, in life, we do get these things that we desire, human things, and we appreciate it, but it doesn't bring us that true fulfillment until we're actually clicked in to what the soul came to express. But obviously that journey is arduous at times, because we have the contrast. We're shown all these different other energies and energies we need to transmute, or contrast we need in order to bring us to that soul's alignment. So that's the journey of the human. That is the warrior in the human, and that is what makes you a master light blaster. That is what makes you a master teacher. What future events do you use for me, please? Oh, events do you see? All right. So, Leanne, thank you for sharing out. And first of all, the future is always, always, always an extension of this present moment. So if you're repeating something in your existence now, it's going to keep repeating in the future. It is the now moment that the future exists. So when we bring ourselves to our heart center, that allows us to be open for the guidance that is going to create or manifest that quote unquote future experience. But the future is really a frequency match. So as we raise our frequency in now by utilizing the abundance available, being appreciative, and just totally immersing ourselves and extrapolating all that we can now, then that raises our frequency, and then that shifts us to a timeline that is representative of that higher frequency, of a timeline that actually mirrors gratitude, mirrors abundance, mirrors how we have honored ourselves as a temple of God. They're saying right now, Leanne, they want you to intuitively, I am going to pull you an oracle card as well, but intuitively, what I'm feeling for you is what you need to do for your future is honor you to the fullest that you can right now. You literally are a temple of light. They want you to connect to your light, connect to your gifts, appreciate yourself as fully as you can now. So what's being called of is self-love, and to give to yourself in this moment of now the best you can. What makes you happy? What can you act on now, Leanne? Whether it be to give yourself some quiet alone time and meditation, go to a spa, have your nails done, something that brings you joy to the human self, the human part. Doesn't have to be all woo woo or spiritual, but it can be whatever you resonate with. They're saying take yourself out to lunch. Take yourself out to lunch. Go to a movie. What can you do for you that is not dependent on somebody else? That's what they want you to focus on. And in that, that will help construct construct that next timeline of one of abundance. They're saying one where you're fully alive and fulfilled. All right, so let's pull a card and see what comes up. They're having me go to this one now, Conscious Spirit. Let's just see, Leanne. Thank you for sharing out. Isa or Isa? All right. Oh, they want me to ring the bells for you because you're asking about future. The future is so not like it used to be. It's not so solid because our frequency is ascending and growing and changing and illuminating so quickly that in every moment of now, our future is actually changing. So if you want the best future outcome, Leanne, it is to give to yourself the best you can now in a nurturing way, a wholesome way, not necessarily through escapism or not through something that is limiting you and keeping you dependent on the outside, even like things like addictions and stuff. They're not talking about that. They're saying, how can you give to Leanne now? What can you do to take action to promote your temple, your light, your well-being? And that can even be actions to join a club or a group. All right, they want me to ring this. Sometimes I tune in on vibrations with the rings better. Nice and clear, beautiful. All right. So you might be a little confused about the future. You might feel you've missed the mark. You might feel that um, you want affirmation for your future because you might be feeling a little bit unsure of the present moment. Trust in it, they're saying. And then yes, your future is bright and strong. So what they're saying through those rings is you might be feeling a little confused. So often we want to know our future because we're so unsure about our present. So come to your center, anchor yourself into you. How can you anchor into the moment and and gain the advantage of all that it wants to give you now? And they want you to give to yourself, self-love. Because when you feel whole in yourself, you don't worry about the future. You're already automatically um, feeling so fulfilled in the now, you don't care about the future. So whenever we're looking for future, it's because we're really unsure, we're really ungrounded, we're really unanchored in our heart space. So they want you to do whatever you can do to anchor in your heart space. So they're actually calling me to do I have those other cards? Okay, I don't have those. All right. Because I want you to anchor in your heart space. I want Mother Earth heart card. All right. Leanne. And any of you guys watching now or later, if you ever want a private, just inbox me and private message me. All right, so this is for you, Leanne. Energy signals create. This is perfectly timed with this message, actually. This is a little blob of snow that's in a heart shape. And it looks like it's alive. It's kind of got some movement. It's reaching out forward right here. It's calling out for its future. It's this, if you look at it at a side profile, there's a little nose, little eyes, and like a little mouth, and this is the neck. It's like a little cherub as well. So it's actually wanting you to strengthen your throat chakra, to speak your truth, to do what you know aligns to you, even if it doesn't agree with anyone. So as you speak your truth in the now, do what makes you feel good now, what brings you joy now, you're speaking out into your future. You're releasing that energy into your future. Energy signals create. Your true vibration is that which motivates, inspires, uplifts, and excites you. When you step into your vibration, you give off a frequency. So that's going to project, that's going to shift you into those future timelines that are in alignment to you. When you step into your vibration, you give off a frequency, which is your stamp, your imprint on earth. It is the creative force, which is unique and individual for you, creating a life that is perfectly matched and reflective of your energy. So again, the message is clear cut. Your future is a projection of what you do for you now, aligning to your truth, speaking your truth, standing strong in you, and then you're emitting that energy and vibration to manifest, to shift you to a future timeline. Hopefully that made sense, Leanne. Hey, Heather Graham, good to see you. All right, thank you for sharing out Isa. Quickies for Isa. So that one was a little more elaborate for Leanne, but I feel that that is also holding information for all of us. Spirit will piggyback on an opening. So like Isa stepping forward, the spirit that creates an opening for spirit to touch all of us, to give all of us a message. Nice and strong. And same with you, Leanne. That first ring was really strong. So it's saying you've done the work. You've done nothing wrong. You're exactly where you need to be. All right, nice strong energy. So for you, I am going to pull a collective, a conscious spirit card. I like these cards. And thank you guys for all being here and shining your light. And as you shine your light here and bring your awareness here, you're shining all of the information that that you hold within you, whether it's conscious or unconscious. So literally where you choose to step in on a platform or where you choose to share your energy, you're literally actually illuminating that energy at a more intense concentration for all of us. And that allows all of us to be activated in codes and enlightenment and perceptions to open up. We're always doing it for the world, but when we're focused, we're bringing a more intentional focus for that platform. You got two cards, Isa. Spirit guides, number 25, 7. This is beautiful. So the two cards, two messages for you is and I'm sure they'll intertwine. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. Number 7. So this is telling me that you are very, very connected. I'm feeling that your crown chakra is very open. It's almost like there's a merging between you and your spirit guides, and how you have done that and how you do that is by connecting to your higher self, to that energy within you, not keeping it separate. Your spirit guides, I want you to know, are merged with you. They're within you. And what stream of energy that you connect to is what is to be utilized by you in that moment. They're saying we're always here all the time. It's almost like they're coming through and they're saying we're always here all the time, but the energy or the information that steps forward is in alignment to what you need for part of your journey in the now, part of your self-realization, part of your soul's experience. So number 7, it's showing, and I don't know if you have a 7 life path or not, but you are very connected to the mystical. You are very in tuned with Christ consciousness, love, the angels, spirit. So they're just probably confirming that for you. So as this girl's looking down into her crystal, she's also got this her higher self overlooking her angel or spirit guide, whatever it is that you connect with. So she's looking into the crystal, but simultaneously it's already all enveloping her. It's all around her. So you might even speak to spirit through modalities or tools of crystals, of stones. They might be talking to you a lot through your outside world, your natural world. And the other one is, oh, but these are both very, very spiritual cards, very spiritual and in the non-form. This one here, it says, I am the creator of my own dreams and I achieve them with confidence. This is a 30, reach for your dreams. So here she's kind of pondering, she's reaching, connecting with her guides. So you might be on a very focused journey of connecting with your guides in order to fulfill your dreams. The dreams are already within you. They want you to know. It's just about allowing them to come forth. You already know at a higher level what it is you came here for, that your dreams will manifest. But we set up a little maze, a little roadblock just for the fun of it in the human form. Fears we need to overcome, stumbling blocks of unworthiness, but it's all to get us to that soul's mission in confidence. So when we go through stuff in life, it's to gain confidence, it's to give us lessons. It's like an athlete that fails and falls and doesn't get the goal, but they keep going and going, and every opportunity gives them more confidence in themselves and knowing they can do it, knowing they can achieve it. So you might be going through that as well. You are on your soul's journey, you're in a line to where you're supposed to be, and you're gaining confidence through your human experiences in the expression of it. You're creating them. I don't know if you're an Aries or a fire sign, this red hair, it's just connecting to her passion. I'm just feeling spirit is your passion. You have a strong connection. Hey, Thaddeator, a strong connection to spirit, and that speaks to you through your passion and that which excites you, whether it be through crystals, whether it be through crystals or other modalities. You have a strong connection to spirit, and they're just wanting you to trust in it and have confidence as you manifest your dreams. Thank you, Isa. Hopefully that made sense. All right, guys. So if you have shared out, let me know and I'll give you a quickie, quote unquote. Somewhat quick, but spirit just, I just allow whatever comes through, wherever it takes me. And if you want a personal individual, something more comprehensive or individual to you specifically, I'm doing an 11-11. Thank you, Heather. All right. 11-11 at 11. That's all really strong mastery energy. And you guys, again, spirit is reiterating that you guys are all masters of an energetic frequency in some way, shape, or form. That is where your pocket of love is. Goes along with yesterday's messages that we will sometimes dismiss or belittle our own pockets, our own gifts and abilities. But a master is really concentrated and really good at a certain thing because it focuses its energy there in spirit. Heather, this has got to be you all as well, the artist that you are. Putting your pocket, putting what you enjoy all in focus to that one thing. You don't need to know everything. You don't to teach whatever it is you're teaching, like Thaddeus teaches EFT, but obviously it bleeds into all other forms of spirituality. Where's your pocket? Where's your gift? Focus on that. You are good enough. Focus your joys where you feel the life, not where you think you are doing the have tos. Not the protocols in life necessarily. The things that feel heavier is you are usually they're saying, not always, trying to work through preconceived beliefs and protocols and systems that were set up prior to you. You've come here to free yourselves of them. So when you focus your energy on your joy, that is your strength, that is your mastery. They're saying you're a master. You guys are all called to be masters in some way, shape, or form, whatever that expression is for you. And one EFT practitioner isn't the same as another, because your divine frequency is different. Everything that John or Heather as an artist, all of your experiences and all timelines make up and support your unique stamp in this here and now. Okay, whatever that means. Spirit wanted me to say that. You wanted me to channel that. You guys are the ones creating the channel. I'm just the open vessel. Nice and clear, Heather. What does Heather need to know? Is there something personal that you're questioning on a personal level? I'm feeling there could be something personal. Let's see. Shoo. Let's see. I'm going to do a Mother Earth heart card because she always gets personal with us. She gets personal with us in a broad way. Like these cards, they can pinpoint and get really personal, or you can apply them broad spectrum wise. They're amazing. Okay. All right. Heather, I'm feeling something personal, something to your heart. This stuck to my hands really easy. So it's like, boom, that one. Maybe you're doing some releasing. Maybe you're doing some grieving. This little conglomeration of ice particles in the heart is showing the crystallized water, but then you can see the releasing pieces falling off. So you might be needing to actually release some things in your physical world, because this is physical. It's not just emotional, even though it is emotional, but it's emotional tied to something physical. So there could be something in your physical world that you have much emotion attached to it that you're letting go of. But remember that is creating space for new manifestations. I'll read the back. Peace be with you. When you can surrender to the moment, then change can occur. Surrendering removes resistance in order for the energy to flow and transform. Surrendering releases limitations for the expansion of you. Surrendering brings forth the bliss through a total acceptance of self. So, like I was saying this morning in my live, I would like my spirituality or my channeling to manifest in a different way. So that might bring grief, as if you, or like I remember in my Taekwondo days, I really wanted to be a Taekwondo teacher. And anyways, I had a lot of emotion attached to that. And sometimes things just, there's a better plan for you, Heather. So if you're feeling the grief of a loss of a physical manifestation that you really held dear to your heart, that never lost its energy. The energy that you needed from that is a stepping stone. It's a place to expand beyond even what you thought. So you could be resisting something because you're still holding on, emotionally attached to something that you wanted it to manifest, and you're holding on and you're being strong and courageous and persevering, but there's something maybe that is being called to let go of, to do with your personal life, that actually has a physical manifestation of an emotional attachment, but it needs a surrendering or a letting go of. Spirit is saying, at least, quote unquote, for now, let it go, surrender to the flow of you. All right, hopefully that made sense. Yeah, letting go of certain situations and people. Yeah. And just like me, like even our own children will show us a lot of times parts we just need to let go, and we don't understand why. We might have had this ideal situation, and I can say that with every single one of my children, that I thought that a mother-daughter or mother-son or husband-wife, whatever that situation is, I wanted it to manifest in a certain way. I wanted it to look like this. But then it doesn't. And then there's a grief because there's so much emotional energy charged into that relationship or situation, person, place, or thing. And it doesn't manifest in the way that you want. And you're like, all I want is love, but why can't it be like that? Well, it's teaching you something and only you know what. But in general, it's because there's something, it's that grief and that pain ignites an ability within yourself or teaches you something about yourself you wouldn't have learned otherwise. And it can be just a concept. It can just be to learn a greater depth of unconditional love through releasing. All right. That's very deep, Heather. That's a really good message. Thank you for holding space for that. And we all, yeah, John says, I get it. Yeah, we get it. We all are going to, I literally want to cry because I can tell it's very emotional for you. It's very deep. It's very in your heart. And we can even question, well, something so deep and in my heart, why do I need to let it go? Because it wasn't the ultimate end. It wasn't, all spirit says this because it wasn't the ultimate end. It was an igniter for something greater. It was to get you in touch with an energy within yourself you didn't know was there, whether through the experience. Maybe you have a child that requires so much unconditional love and that didn't end up exactly the way you wanted, but they taught you an unconditional love. They taught you were capable of it, or someone taught you your capacity to let go of hurts and pains. Like some people are there to show you the capacity, basically to show you the capacity you have to hold love. I'm feeling for you, whatever that is. And to be able to live freely, like John said. So as that situation, person, place, or thing allowed you to tune into some love within yourself, because it's never the outside. What happens is whatever taught us that we were capable, or the love within ourselves, or the feelings we could feel, that's what it was for. But it wasn't them that are creating it. They activated it within us. And then that allows us to go on our journey to be more happy and free, as John said. Because, oh my God, we've all been heartbroken in some way, shape, or form. We've all been let down in some way, shape, or form. We've all been felt like, well, geez, that didn't meet the mark, or we didn't meet the mark in some way, shape, or form. But whatever we're attaching to fulfill us, that person, place, or thing, or situation was never there to fulfill us. They were just an activator for us to connect to that energy within us. All right. Thank you. Thaddeator, let's pull one for Thaddeator. I watched half of yours and C. Megan's live. Very beautiful. Obviously, I got what I needed from it. And you are, holy shit, Thaddeator. You read these cards. Oops. You flow with these. You read them. You connect to them. It is so beautiful how these cards can bring forth a different message for every person, because it's like you are the liaison for spirit and the other person. When we read these cards, the heart, the portal, so we connect to the love, the truth of the situation. It's like, here we are, or whoever's reading cards in general, here we are, here's our heart, here's the heart card, here's spirit, the person's higher self, or God, or angels, and then here's the person. We're the middle part where the energy flows to connect the spiritual and the physical, to connect the message, and they will morph, and things will be brought to us in different ways for different people, even if it's the same message. Okay, I got 10% of my AirPods. So let's just see here. Thaddeator, what do we got? Oh, anyway, so my point was, yeah, they were so meant to be in your hands because of the work you do, your heart frequency, your openness, your place of allowance, acceptance, compassion, the modality that you use to teach self-acceptance and compassion. Absolutely. Thank you, Kimmy. There's Kimmy's gratitude. All right, so Thaddeator, what do we got for you? Oh my God, I just love this one because it's like, how does this shit happen? So we get this piece of wood, but we get this piece of heart off the driftwood on the beach, like shooting out, coming out of itself. Look at that. And it's connected. They're not separate pieces. It's like reverse. You know when you emboss something and you push it in, like when you emboss paper or something? Well, it's almost like reverse embossment, where it's like raised out. It's like raised out. So to me, it's almost like your heart presents itself as that liaison, as that channel, as that conduit, as that tunnel, as that informer, as that informational conduit. Like, it doesn't stop at you. You're allowing it to flow through you, kind of like someone who does Reiki. Like, they're the conduit that will allow the universal love of energy to go through them. And isn't that what a channeler is in general? But anyways, you're holding your heart out to be that space holder, to be that middle person of spirit connecting with that physical person. Anyways, becoming you. Your message, Thadiator, is the more you discover yourself, your true identity, the more your world becomes you. So here you were in this piece of bark, but then it's shown out, it's manifested out, it is reflected out. This is you being shown out of you, but working in symbiosis with your outside world. It teaches us self-realization symbiotically in every moment. Works together, as within, as without. Your physical world is a reflection of your beliefs, perceptions, and emotions. So the more you come into the realization that your true nature is only love, the more your reality becomes that. Holy shit, that's such a beautiful, pure message. So it's just saying, hey, John surrendered and accepted all that he is and everything he allows in his world. And the more he does that, you realize it's all part of him. And that's only already helping him to manifest or see the reflection of all that he already is through his allowance, through his surrender. Vulnerability, they're saying. You've had to be very vulnerable. You've had, and now my heart's opening. You've had to take chances and leaps of faith. But the wood is also representing the manifestation in the physical world. Allowing it, allowing all that you are and allowing all that you see before you, knowing it and allowing and entering that flow, not resisting. Just allowing you to become you. That's what life is really teaching us, allowing us to become us. Stepping out of the mold. Also, this is about you stepping free of the mold, being free of the mold, Thadiator. Compassion, self-compassion, awareness. Yes, I always get that mumbo jumbo. I mix up all the words. And it was so funny because I loved it when C. Megan on that live goes, John is a professional expert on EF, whatever, however she said it. And I'm like, oh, that's so me. I get caught up in the words. But really, it's all pure love. It's John's expression and formula of how he expresses it in the 3D. It's just pure love. How beautiful. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are all master light blasters, and you guys have all blasted so much information and truth in this live. So thank you so much. You are the change. I see 5 people. I see 5 viewers, 5 hearts. And you guys, that's representing that your love is the change, your expression, where you place your awareness, because you're light, you're shining light. You're literally like the spotlight, and you're shining light. You're shining awareness, which is only, if anything, is only truly love and light. As you shine your spotlight, you're magnifying and amplifying the love and light in all. No matter how dark it seemed, like this dark shoe, you're shining the light, and you're going to just transmute the darkness and just infusing it with truth. You're infusing and extracting the truth in everything through your awareness. Oops, heart on sleeve. Oh, open heart on sleeve. Yes, that is a very good interpretation, because this can look like an arm, and there's the heart on the sleeve. Absolutely. And I know most likely most of us do that. We wear our heart on our sleeve. And when you do that, that is being totally vulnerable, but you're trusting in that love. You're trusting in that vulnerability. You're trusting in the authentic expression of you as the demons are released, as the embarrassments are released from our own mind, the doubt, the demons, the sense of unworthiness, the worrying about judgment. So as we wear our heart on our sleeve, we're simultaneously confronted with the little devil mind. And devil is just anything that separates us, the illusion that separates us from the truth of all that we are. We'll end it with that. So beautiful, guys. All right. Did I get Leanne? I don't think I read for you. If anybody else is still there, Leanne, if you're still there and want a quickie, and I did not do yours yet because I can't remember now, but I think I did. Anyone who's there and didn't get a reading yet, let me know. If there's someone there, I'll give you a couple seconds. I'll give you a couple seconds. So blessed, guys. You guys are all so family, and it's so beautiful too how we become more our authentic self. Even if we don't meet in person, we're reflecting our authentic selves all the time. Like Kimmy, I truly believe is a representation of authentic part of me. Thaddeus, Heather, all you guys, and those watching later, we're all representing authentic pieces of ourselves to be reflected back to us. Sally Love, I happened to be tuning into one of your lives yesterday that popped up yesterday too. And I love you're just like your real demeanor. Your real demeanor of how you present yourself. I can't remember. I don't know what live it was or what the day was. It might have been your last recent one. But anyways, it was just on my news feeds and I tune in for a couple seconds, not a couple minutes. And I just like it. So I just like your demeanor. That's all I want to say. You're very real and you take like the physical funness combined with the spiritual part. All right, Sally. Let's see what we got for Sally Love. Real quick. Yeah, so really clear. You might be in this present moment of now, maybe just because it was a little almost like you might be taking a pause back, reflecting and introspecting. I don't want to use the word confused because that's a little bit strong, but you're almost like reevaluating something in your life. And that's good because when you reevaluate, you take a step back, you're tuning in. The intellect right now is tuning in with the heart space. So they're coming together to bring that clarity. So you might be, that's a better word. You're seeking some clarity in something, but let's just see with a little more insight. I'm going to pull you a Mother Earth Heart card. What does Sally need to know? Some greater clarification on that bell ring. All right. Yeah, you reminded me somewhat of myself too, because just like that realness. I don't know. It's a compliment, anyways. Whatever. Don't take the realness as an insult. It was nice. It was refreshing. It was just nice. It was relatable. All right. What do we got here? I'll have to probably end it with this one just because my earbuds are going to go dead. So we have, as I was running, I took a picture of this heart. And what it is, it's a bunch of pine needles all gathered together to form this heart. All of these different pine needles. And they're all pine needles. And this one little, looks like a little dark spot stone or whatever. It's on the pavement and it was all brushed up against the curb. But what stands out are all these pine needles, but it's on a bed of sand as well. And to me, all the pine needles, all the experiences in life, every single little thing, nothing is lost, nothing is to be discounted, nothing is a waste because it adds in that whole. It adds to the whole of the heart. And it needs all pieces, all components. So I'm feeling it might apply to you at a personal level, Sally, where you might be almost like the game Operation, the kids game Operation we might have played when we were little and it goes and you want to remove something, almost like you might be not criticizing, but looking at little tweaking yourself in ways that you might be thinking maybe something wasn't right or something isn't quite perfect, but it is. They're saying it is, Sally. It's perfect. All parts of you. Every little act, every little word, everything you ever did, you're in the flow of God source energy. It was all needed. It was all needed for your soul's expansion. It was all needed for your soul's purpose. It was all there to align you to the truth of who you are, your authentic self, to shine through. But let's see what the card says. One moment. Oh, I like this. Appreciation for today wipes away negativity of the past. For all moments are intertwined as one. Forgiveness creates space. Oops, there goes my earbud. I'm probably not on the earbuds now. I'm probably just talking in the speaker because I sounded like it went dead. Oh, no, just popped on again. Okay. Appreciation for today wipes away negativity of the past. For all moments are intertwined as one. Forgiveness creates space for new perception. I feel maybe there's something you're holding yourself accountable or something maybe within yourself that you're questioning, that you're not forgiven, but it's all forgiven. There's nothing to forgive. Spirit is saying there's nothing to forgive. Every moment is a new beginning that has the potential to transform all time. And I'm feeling kind of emotional. So I'm feeling that your spirit guides have been with you. They're hugging you. There's something that you're might be criticizing or judging within yourself. And they're saying, no, 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 Sally, it's all part of the greater scheme. It's all part of the greater flow of love. It's all for the greater expression of love. So that's your message. I don't know if it resonated, but let it resonate even if you get something out of it that I didn't necessarily express the same. And truly there is only the now. There's only the now, and the now connects us to the past, the future. There's only the now. There's only the now. There's only the now. There's only the now. And as you forgive yourself and you appreciate and you treat yourself like the temple of love, hence your last name, you're truly the temple of love. Treat yourself that way, and treat yourself with the forgiveness and compassion you would with a little toddler. You would never reprimand them for something silly. Don't reprimand yourself, Sally. Honor yourself as the temple of love that you are. All right. She integrating into her heart. Oh, she's integrating into her heart. Yeah, that is beautiful, Tina. I love that perception. And I love it when you guys definitely share your perspective, because that's why you're here. Your light is to illuminate and to shine and to expand the message, to infuse it with a greater concentration of love. Yeah, integrating into your heart. And that's what life gives us and shows us the areas that we need to integrate, the self-forgiveness, self-compassion. Because we never hold that for others when we have it in ourself anyway. So it always begins with self. The outside is just showing us and bringing something into our awareness that we're doing or not allowing for ourselves. All right, guys, I'm going to end it. Karen, please. Can you hear me okay? Tina, I will pull you in if you can hear me okay. This just went do 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 do. It went do 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 do. Can you hear me? Regardless? Ah, my hips. Let me know if you can hear me clearly, and I will end it with Tina. You're welcome, Sally. Thank you. And thank you for being that portal of love. You truly are a portal. I just want to cry now. So Spirit is just thanking you, Sally, thanking you for you and for being that portal of love and allowing yourself to be the conduit for others to merge and connect with their spirit and with their hearts. Yes. Okay, Tina. Oh my God, I am hot now. I'm in downstairs in a pool area where it's really humid, but that was a lot of energy. Very beautiful. A lot of energy integrating, like Tina said. All right, seeing I'm on a roll, I'm going to stick with the Mother Earth Heart cards. Or I don't know if I'm on a roll, but it feels right. All right, Tina. Thank you for that confirmation of hearing. Tina. All right. The lights were light. I don't know if you're treading lightly right now. Treading lightly, they're saying. So the lights, like some rings are like boom, boom. So maybe you're treading lightly in the sense you're maybe not taking so much action right now, like masculine energy action, like physical action from the physical body. You might be like treading in a sense that you're reflecting, you're observing. Is there something maybe you're afraid, maybe you could be doubting taking some action in something, so you're like reviewing it in your mind and your spirit. Um, uh, you might be holding back from maybe taking some strong out action right now due to self-doubt in some way, shape, or form, or you just don't have all the information yet. They're saying you just don't have all the information yet. They're making it light. Like maybe there's something that you're contemplating or thinking about and you're not really strong about, or maybe a decisive thought. It could be just a thought form, an energy, a belief. Like sometimes I want to go forth and do a message, but I won't present the message because I'm still contemplating it. I'm treading lightly. I'm still integrating and processing the energy and trying to find the real truth of it. So I don't want to operate into the diluted part of it. I really want it to come forth straight and strong. So I'm feeling for you, Tina, that might be your state of being right now. You don't have to, they're just saying, don't be hard on yourself. It'll come. You don't have all the information yet. So that's part of processing. And as you surrender and don't try to force it and reach for it, then it comes to you. And then you create that space for it to, that opening for it to present. So I'm feeling that, but let's Do a Mother Earth heart card for you. Going live more on readings. Oh, I love it, Tina. I love it. Going live more on readings. Awesome. I will take one if your earbuds. Yeah, I guess I don't need the earbuds. I mean, if you can hear me, that's why I asked. If you can hear me fine with the phone, I'll do a quickie. All right. Boop. Tina viewers. Yeah, do your readings, they're saying. Oh my God. And when you do live readings, so it really causes you to be present. And that's why I love doing all my messages live now, where in the past I would have been scared shitless, okay? Scared shitless, being afraid if no one looks at it, or what if someone gives me a thumbs down, and all these stupid little shitling words going through my mind. But when you go live, it really forces you to be present. So they're saying, Tina, definitely live is the way to go because it forces you to be present. And when you're present, you really utilize what is before you now. All parts of you are tuned in, mind, body, spirit. You're tuned in because you only have the now. When you're now and that camera is live, you're not going to be thinking about, you're not going to get caught in your head, first of all, when you're live. As soon as you hit the live, you're going to get caught in your head before you hit the live button. But when you're live, all of that disappears. You're not going to have time to think about the past or the future. So you're really present. You're really bringing forth all of your senses in the present. So they're really congratulating you, or what's the word? Just wanting you to do that, promoting, supporting you in that. And a lot of times we wonder, like all channelers, I've heard some really famous channelers say, yeah, I never know what's going to come through. And yeah, I am always scared right before, but spirit always comes through. Spirit always comes through. So it's also teaching you about yourself as you do that, obviously. Okay. Yeah, because I'll do that. And I'm like, should I not? As soon as you find yourself up here, take that breath in and just do it. They're saying, we got your back, Tina. So you could be thinking, or you could be thinking about when to do it, how to do it. And you're never going to have the information. Like they said, you don't have all the information yet. You're not going to have all the information until you actually go live. Even when you do a private reading, and I'll get a couple questions, I'll do a little preliminary meditation for the person just to get a feel. But I am never going to have all the information until I am live with them, till I'm engaged with them. If that's what what I'm supposed to be doing. You get what you need when you need it, they're saying. Tina, you get what you need when you need it. All right, solid ground. So this is a little outline. This is a heart, a little outline. It's kind of a snow frozen sea foam around it. And it's all the bubbles to me represent all the different dimensions. I even see a little face right here. Right here, there's like these two little eyes and a nose right here, or a mouth right here. There's a little face here. And it's almost all of the dimensions available when you're in the present now. And the one that pops and the one that comes into your awareness, the guidance that you get is exactly what you need in the now. Whether it be doing readings for others, or whether it be making a personal decision in your life, or whether it be even to eat what you're going to eat for supper, lunch, or whatever. So we are being called to live so present in the moment. We really don't have the answers any further than our moment of now. But in every moment, the answers are coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. The information is coming. So this is you being anchored in your heart, and knowing when you open yourself up, all of the answers are always there. And what is to be presented, you can think of every little bubble as a reality unto itself. But the bubble that's popped, the one that you see or receive, whether it be for readings or for your own personal life, is the one that's going to pop when you're ready. But it's not through force. It's not through projecting. It's not through getting caught up in the future. It's about being totally present in the now. But what it says, solid ground. Also, this whole little thing, when you look at a cartoon and it has the little blurb above it, this even looks like it. This looks like, where is it? This part here looks like what would be coming out of the mouth of someone's mouth. And then it has that little caption, like in old fashioned comics. So it's saying what needs to come forth, the comments and the thoughts will come in the moment. I'm feeling from source. You'll know what to say. You'll know what to say in the moment. And that takes a lot of trust and really putting yourself out there. So that's awesome. And also from the side view, it looks like a little bird. So stepping in, taking new steps. It's like a little chick. See the little beak, the little head, the little fluffy feathers. Well, the feet are really well grounded. So as you're just being grounded as you step forward into new creations, into even every moment being anew, every reading being anew, waking up every day. What are you going to do is anew? And just being firmly grounded in your heart and knowing that you are going to be revealed what you need in every moment. It says solid ground. The power of the invisible is the solid force in your life. All physical reality manifests from the spiritual realm of thoughts and feelings. This is the foundation of all you build solid on earth. So it's the thoughts, it's the feelings, it's the invisible field that is constantly creating your future, creating your security, your stability, and your safety. But it stems from your thoughts first. I see a rooster. Okay. Whatever you see is what's for you. And a rooster, what's it do? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Wait, is that go cock-a-doodle-doo? Is that the one? Anyway, is that the noise it makes? Yeah, cock-a-doodle-doo in the morning when the sun rises. So, holy God. So look up the rooster too. That is the male chicken. That one makes the sound call in the morning, wakes everyone up. So I love your whole rooster thing, because how does the rooster apply to you? You help to wake people up. You help to bring forth you speak when the sun is out. So the sun is representing the spirit calling, spirit speaking, and you're bringing that forth for others, activating it and acting as that conduit and that channel for that information. The rooster calls when as soon as the sun comes up. So you will have all the information you need, whether personal, whatever it is you're wanting to know for whatever reason, will be there in the light when you need to. All right. Very beautiful readings, guys. You guys are amazing. And who else was it? Hey, Jew. Thank you for joining. How was my run? Enlightening. It was good. I ran to Snap. I had a nice little run on the beach. Thank you for joining. And then I hit the gym. And then I'm like, I committed to my 11 readings at 11. So I'm like here now. So yeah, it was great. Who was it? Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne. Oh. Yeah, I don't think my earbuds are working right now. Oops. Yeah, so I'm feeling forward action for you, taking action, momentum, taking action, but then you might feel the momentum stop. So what you're dealing with, Suzanne, is, or maybe dealing with in some way, shape, or form, whether it be thoughts or your own expansion or something you're trying to promote on earth, is you might take all the actions and then the actions don't end up where you think they're going to. Then you're like stalled and you're wondering like, geez, I'm doing everything. I'm taking all the right steps. I'm doing all the right motions. Why the hell is it stopping now? Why am I still moving forward? So you might have experienced some of that. And what it's saying is the pause is for a reason. The momentum is building, building, building. But as you have an expectation, then you're going to be let down sometimes because it's not ending up exactly or manifesting exactly the way you thought due to your expectations or attachments to certain outcomes. So it teaches us to let go of our attachments to outcomes by trusting that just the process. So you're being called, Suzanne, just to trust the process for the process itself, for the journey itself. So you might be called to that. So when you're called to take action, take the action in the now. Follow, just like Tina's card was. Just follow what you do in the you'll be given what you need to do in the moment. You're guided in every moment. The clarity will come in every moment. You'll know what you need to do. Don't worry. Your buds just went do 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 do. So hopefully you still hear me. You'll be called to what you need to do in the moment. So for you, there could be a releasing of outcome. And I deal with that all the time. I want to release the outcome. I have a really good message. No one shows up. What the hell? So I might have had an expectation of people coming to watch the message, but I still put the energy out there and people might watch it later. And not only that, it benefited me. And that's all that really matters in the end, because I'm the one creating and living my reality. All right, Suzanne. All right. Hopefully you guys still hear me. I love this one. It's a little wood chip on the beach in the shape of a heart. But what I love about it is it's got the snow all on it. The snow is on the wood chip. It's not even on the ground around it. What stands out also is this little figure up here, the little eyes, nose, mouth, like right above it. What the hell is that? See, now when I look at it here, I don't see it. When I look at it on the camera, I see it. So it's almost like even that's in the shape of a heart, another heart shape above this heart.
So the white always represents our purity. It represents our connection to our child within. It represents our innocence. It represents all of that. So to me, you are applying your divinity, your connection within, your higher self knowledge and self realization to your physical aspects in life. You're grounding them. You're merging the dark with the light. The wood represents our grounding. It represents Mother Earth. It represents trees. It represents the physicality on Mother Earth. The white to me represents crystallized water, represents the realization of who we are on the other side or in spirit. It represents the crystallization. So you are merging actually your yin, your yang, your polarities, your opposing forces. The spirit part of you is your overlay. It is the topper of everything that you do in earth. You are grounding that spiritual. There's no separation between your physical manifestations and your connection to love. You've kind of dissipated that veil. You've transmuted a lot of fears. You're Yeah, they're just the perfect combination. But let's see what it says on the back. New joys. Joy is fluid. It overflows into new paths. So again, when I said um, moving forward with momentum, then being stopped, but if you enjoyed that journey until there, that's all that matters. Because it's saying joy is fluid. It overflows into new paths. You gained out. If you're stopped on a path, it's because you gained everything you needed from that. You activated enough light codes, self awareness, self knowledge that you didn't need to go any further than that. Then you go to another path. So joy is fluid. It overflows in a new path. It is okay to let something that once brought you joy, let go of something that once brought you joy. It will lead you to new experiences or even greater emotional fulfillment. Life is ever flowing in the expansiveness of love. And you hold all of it. And you take that with you on every path, every experience, every situation. Very beautiful, Suzanne. All right. Rooster calls before 6 a.m. Thank you. Yeah, it's just that tiny, tiny hint of light, right? Thank you, Jew. Thank you, Sengo for joining. Sengo. I see. Oh my goodness. All right, last one. Jew Dangles. Thank you for joining. All right, guys. Last one. Last message from Mother Earth, which is one with our hearts. So the purpose of all these cards are to bring us into alignment and awareness of our own heart's energy, of our own divine frequency. Jew, I think this is for you. I love this one. It's saying, yep, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one for Jew. This is so beautiful. It is a little white rose petal in the perfect shape of a heart. But then it's got this little leaf. I thought it was a seed, but it's not. It's a little yellow fall leaf. So it's fall time when the rose petals fall, when the leaves fall, and it's yellow and it's connected to that. And it has that dark black ground. So something might have died in your life, and this is representing transformative energy. um, it's the purity of love and light that you have gained from having to let go also of past manifestations. Kind of goes on and piggybacks off from Suzanne's card, because this is the divinity gained, the purity, vulnerability to your heart space, the emotions and the feelings, but you might have had to experience a loss, because even this little leaf, which I never knew it was a leaf, I always attribute it to a teardrop. You might have had to go through some grieving or a teardrop or releasing and letting go, but that has brought you greater wisdom and knowledge to the unknown as well, because it's against a dark background. You are grounding purity of love, purity of being vulnerable on a human. You're an anchor for pure vulnerability, pure essence, pure divinity felt through the human emotion on earth, through having to let go of things, through having to let like let go of that leaf that served its purpose. No different than a tree. It was so beautiful. It gave birth, and it was a seed, and it gave birth. It was a bud, and then it bloomed into a green or whatever color leaf it was, full bloom in the sun in unison with the tree. But there comes a time where the tree had to let go of that single leaf. And it's kind of like I'm feeling that was your state of being, or has been, in order to recognize this innocence, or something beyond itself, something beyond the leaf, something that connects you to that deep, eternal, everlasting well of love within you, your God source energy, this pure God source essence. And you're connecting. You are able to connect and understand the workings of the physical realm as it pertains to the spiritual part as well. It says opinions. Okay, so this takes a different turn. Opinions. The only opinion about you that matters is yours. The only opinion about you that matters is yours. For you are the center of your universe in which all life flows. So you are the center which all that exists in your reality flows. Even this little leaf, it's yellow, it's leaving. Well, that experience flowed through you, and it's through your openness and through your openness to see things from a higher perspective, from God's point of view. And you could get maybe subjected or criticized or judged from the outside, but it doesn't matter. It was your experience, and it was meant to be individual to you, whatever that is. This is standing out too, the three little yellow leaves here. It's also given you greater discernment, greater wisdom, greater confidence, and greater power in yourself. But that power is through your heart portal, through your heart space. And no one ever could understand that, because it's your individual journey. All right. That's for you, Jew. Yes, last year I learned a lot about relationships. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. It's brought you to a more pure, authentic expression of you. And now you can illuminate. You illuminate. This is you illuminating through the darkness. You are the sun on the horizon. It's funny that you're the one that commented about the rooster, right? So you are the sun. You are calling forth that sun and that new day through your experience. So the rooster comes up after the ending of the nighttime cycle. So you, I believe, are ending a cycle. Like you were saying last year, you learned a lot, but you're calling forth that new life, like the roosters call before 6 a.m. You are calling forth that new life. How beautiful, from all that you have learned and experienced. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you ever want a personal reading or private, just message me. All right. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.